Video I wanted to cover how this guy, Crypto Banter, lost $100 million plus in a matter of 48 hours with Luna. And this interview was worth watching. So I'm specifically turning up for this part where he's talking about the Luna coin, right? Like how it all went. And let me tell you, I have seen his interview somewhere. He was about to say something. So he told almost the first day 50% he lost, which was 70 million. So this is like $140 million he lost, which was 60% of his portfolio within a matter of 48 hours. I mean, he said, you will notice in the interview, like he said, he understood at that time what kind of feeling people go through when they're considering suicide or something like that. So literally, guys, an eye opening. I mean, a lot of people might be saying, hey, still have like $80 million left. See, when you're starting from nothing, you have made it so much. You have in your mind that you have a backup of $150 million odd. And out of nowhere, 48 hours, you have lost it all. Let me tell you, I mean, it is far worse feeling than you just lost your entire $10,000 that you had. $100 million, people do understand the value of it. So whoever has gone through the rough phase, guys, this interview should be a lesson for you guys. No matter how smart you are, no matter how cool you are, expert you are, sometimes mishap will happen. It is how do you react to that, that is what matters. So let us listen to the interview. I'll just play.
I lost more money on Luna than anyone I ever know has ever lost in a day, personally. Okay? Over 9 figures. Huge numbers. And so one is, don't know how you would feel if you lost 9 figures in a day and lost 50% of your portfolio in a day. And you were helpless. Nothing you could do about it. It was all staked. There's a 21-day unstaked.
You couldn't even get it out.
Well, now in hindsight, what I could have done was I could have gone to FTX Perpetual and I could have shorted Luna on Perpetual.
Hedged, but oh my god! But, yeah.
Well, at the time,
size.
Yeah. And I probably couldn't have done, but yeah. So I could have done. So the feeling that I had with Luna was, it's the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. It was, I never thought about suicide, but at that point I can understand why some people commit suicide. It's the biggest failure. Got home, morbid, couldn't think. I can't even imagine that's what it feels like to lose a loved one. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, it was a lot of money. It's not only that you lose money, because money comes and money goes, but it's the ability, it's the plans that you had with that money, the confidence that you had because you had the money, the expansion plans because you always knew you had the backstop. Now you don't have it anymore. The story ends very well, though. So I lost it. I lost it over 2 days. Day one, I lost half. Day two, I lost.
I talked to you on the phone, and you said I lost $70 million since I talked to you.
It was even more. Yeah, and
that was.
I don't want to talk about numbers, but let's just say it was 9 figures.
So as you can see, like he said, personally, he called him and told, I lost $70 million. And somewhere he said he lost half of the amount the first day and half the second day. So what was the total amount? $140 million. He did not talk about the specific numbers. $140 million lost in Luna within a matter of 48 hours. Let's carry forward.
And also, when I lost it, I didn't actually realize that I also lost my UST and I also lost my ecosystem development, because at the time I was so focused on Luna that I didn't actually look at like Astroport, the DEXs, the metaverses. I didn't look at that shit. Gone. Your UST is now worth 9 cents in the dollar. And all my dry powder was on Anchor because it was safe. It was a risk-free 20%. It was risk-free.
Of course, it's totally no risk.
Yeah. So I realized how much money I've lost, and you have zero motivation. At that point, like that's more money than I've ever made in my life, and more money than most people will ever make in their lives or ever see in their lives. And that was the money I was planning on giving to my kids, and that was the money that I was planning on family holidays for the rest of our lives. And
I know how.
Just go. Just go. And so, and the whole office saw this. So, you now have a team of 60 people who are completely demotivated because the leader is with, it was a big knock. It was as simple as that. My assistant, who's very close to me, she's new, but she's very close to me. And I remember looking at her and thinking to myself, she's probably going to want to leave because she wants to work for me because I've just lost everything. And then what happened was I had probably a 2 or 3 day pity party. that took me into the weekend. The weekend,
Guys, one thing you all need to realize, no matter how smart you are, how great you are, how much experience you are, sometimes shit will happen and you will have to cope up with it. It's, I would say, God's way of testing you. So sometimes, I mean, the point here is, however misery that you are in, no matter what, just take a learning lesson from this. Something like this can happen to the smartest of the people. So if it happened to you, just try to see what is the learning lesson you took from it. Just keep on moving. Things will fall in place, even if you're not able to see it coming.
switched off my phone completely. I didn't look at crypto Twitter once. I didn't look at so just to go one step back, what made it a million times worse. Just think of all that falling onto your shoulders. And then you go into crypto Twitter.
You got attacked right when that happened.
And then you get attacked. Crypto, at one point I thought to myself, let me go look in the mirror and just make sure that I'm not Do Kwon. Because people are blaming this whole collapse on me. Like, people are blaming Crypto Man Run, you showed it to me. There were tweets going around going, who got you into Luna? And then, I know I got a lot of people into Luna because I really believed in it because I was in it. That's part of the authenticity. And so what you get is it's the worst day of your life regardless. And to the point where I remember sitting thinking, at what point does your body actually collapse? Like, at what point of heartache and pain and pressure and stress does your body actually shut? I remember thinking, like, is this actually going to happen? Is my body going to shut down? Because I don't know how much more you can take. And then you switch on Twitter, and then there's an attack. And it's not one attack, it's millions of attacks. And then I made a stupid tweet. When I saw Luna depeg and Luna went down to $10, I thought, I'd post a tweet and I said, look, Luna's either, I don't remember exactly how the tweet went, but it's either Luna's going to zero, or this is the cheapest you're ever going to be able to buy it. And that tweet now because 10 minutes later, Luna went to
the
one.
Responsible guy who was shilling the.
And then it was, everybody took the tweet. And then at that point, I guess I got to it wasn't a very low point, but it was the lowest point. I switched off my phone for a weekend and I spent time with the family, and I just didn't want to read Twitter and I didn't want to know about prices. And then the most incredible thing happened to me. I got back to work on Monday. I had my pity party. I picked up the pieces. And then I got this, I don't know if it's hormonal or something, but I got this hunger that I haven't had since.
All in all, guys, like, if you watch this interview fully, you would see eventually what he says is that he developed this hunger within himself, that he was just relying on the investment. It was such a big amount of money, but he should rather be focusing on to building the business, helping people out. And that's when, like, literally it all switched. There was an emotional switch within him that would not have been possible without that Luna thing. And during the bear market itself, they have 10x their business. The point here is, guys, again, I will repeat, no matter how much depths of the pit that you are in right now with your investment, with your crypto decisions, whatever that you have made, it would not be as bad as this. Let me tell you guys, you have not lost $100 million plus. The tables are going to turn. Things are going to improve. Just try to think, what is the learning lesson you learned from your previous mistake? Just keep on moving. And you can watch this entire interview because it's really amazing. Probably I'll try to leave a link down below with this. And I would want all of you guys, each one of you watching this video, to comment down below. What do you feel about this incident? Like, what you would do if anything like this happened to you, or probably you can share your own story. We all will be interested to know. Like, everybody would want to read each of the person's story, the lost stories, right? Or enthusiastic stories within the crypto. Please do comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe to our channel if you have not already. This channel is everything about how do we grow the finances together to the hill of all of our subscribers. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see all of you guys in the next video.